So I came across this article last night, right before I went to bed. And Jed, is it fair to say that you and I have done extensive work discussing Rings of Power seasons 1 and 2?
I would say that's fair.
I mean,
I wouldn't call it work. I would call it torture, but yes.
I mean, I reviewed every episode. You've joined me on just about every episode of Mordor Country, where with others we did, as Dre would say, unspeakable things to ourselves, watching that garbage and torturing ourselves. Would you say that during the period of time we're covering season 1 and 2, our criticisms, the response to that from the shill media specifically, were shut up racists and homophobes, essentially? Is that fair to say? That they said everything we said was wrong. Is that right?
Constantly.
Well, I found an article on Shill BR last night. Remember, Shill BR is also Screen Rant, also Variety, also Deadline, also Hollywood Reporter, all owned by the parent company, therefore all receiving same marching orders. I found this article last night that I just had to laugh. I had to bring it up, and I want to go through it right now. 10 biggest Lord of the Rings mistakes made by Rings of Power.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, so we're coming around?
Published last night.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah. Jed, are you curious to see what they're going to say here?
I'm very curious. I wonder if it's going to be the dumbest shit possible.
No.
Like, not real criticism.
No, it's actually everything we've been saying for years. Number 10.
Ow.
The Harfoots were a fan service attempt gone wrong. They were a mistake in more ways than one. The Harfoots, one of the 3 breeds of Hobbits, appear in Rings of Power. Harfoot's inclusion is a slight contradiction to Lord of the Rings lore, as Tolkien never mentioned them having a significant role in the Second Age. It seems Rings of Power included the Hobbits for fan service. You don't say! Jed, we said that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we said that when the trailer came out. But yeah, we were just, didn't like that there were black hobbits. That was the real thing. That was
we're racist.
Apparently, yeah.
It's not like we called we called them all like basically replacements for Sam and Frodo all the time and all that kind of stuff. So how do you like so there it is. All right, you can only see the second one. Rings of Power struggles with Middle-earth dialogue. Jed, how often have we criticized the scripts?
Yeah, I don't think you needed the word Middle-earth in there. It just struggles with dialogue. It struggles to make characters sound like real human beings, let alone like they belong in this fantasy realm. So yeah, dialogue would be pretty high up there for me is the problem.
Tempest within me. Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Can't believe those are real lines.
It could be a bit choppy at times, so we don't even need to read it. So how often do we say then get criticized for that? All the time. All right, next. Condensing the timeline beyond recognition. How many times do we say none of this shit happens when it happens, but you just shut up and enjoy it?
They're condensing thousands of years worth of history into 2 months.
Yeah. So right now, 3 in. It's just shit we've been saying, isn't it?
So far, this is all legitimate criticism.
Yes, but we were
I thought it'd be shit like, they didn't go far enough with diversity or some shit like that.
Have they been hiding under a rock or something?
No, they're just, with this thing likely canceled after season 3, they're not feeling the pressure to carry the water anymore. That's what it is. All right, number 7. Changing Galadriel's relationship with Gilgalad.
Changing it? You mean eliminating it?
What is this?
Is that your ringtone?
Yes, it's Sweet Child of Mine. It's glorious, okay?
I love it.
That sounds familiar.
It's glorious. It's my universal ringtone. I don't know. Freehold, New Jersey. No. Whatever. We'll deal with that after. Listen, nobody ever calls me. I don't turn my phone off. Nobody calls me. I have no life. Anyway. Galadriel's story in Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power is largely original. Yeah, you don't say. It's Tolkien's works never suggested she was a vengeful warrior who hunted Sauron during the Second Age. Jed! How often do we say that? We were told, shut up, girl power. Well, you don't do that. All right, that's you, you asshole. You asshole.
You said no one called you, so I wanted to make you feel loved.
See, now you're dead. It's ruining the whole stream. It's over.
But yes, you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
We're like, Galadriel, she's a wise ruler, kind of gets into political machinations sometimes, but she really stays out of a lot of the dealings of Middle-earth. She was never a warrior. The only reference they have to it is she braided her hair like a crown one time, and she was tall.
Yeah,
that's their evidence.
Having Galadriel ordered around by Gil-galad wouldn't have happened given that her age and her prestige at the time meant she was his equal. Additionally, Rings of Power's decision to not include Galadriel's husband, Celeborn, so far is significant and perplexing shift from the canon, but we needed her to F Sauron. Don't you understand? She has to be all about the Sauron, the, what was that? What was his name when he was a human? Shit, I already forgot it. Halbrand. We needed the Halbrand thirst and the sexual tension. We needed to allow them in second season to say that, oh, look, they're having an abusive relationship with each other. They needed that. We criticized, but no, suddenly, our criticisms of Celeborn not being there, oh, suddenly it's valid. Anyway. Taking away Gil-galad's leadership skills, Jed, how often have we said Gil-galad is just there to be ignored by everybody around him?
He's a cock. He doesn't do shit in either season. Yep. He has to be begged to make any decisions whatsoever.
Yep. But it's like, shut up. He's daddy on the battlefield now in his moo-moo fighting orcs. Just shut up. All right. Retconning Mordor's origin.
Or giving it one.
Brilliant.
It had an origin. Morgoth made Mount Doom during the First Age, and it was already there. But having Mordor be created when an old man sticks a sword into as a key to unlock a dam to fire water that literally had to travel uphill into a volcano to create steam and a reaction to make a volcano.
Open-topped volcano.
We were told, shut up, it's cool. First season, we were told, shut up, it's awesome. We were told that.
I think the rule of cool is one of the most damaging things to entertainment these days, and so I'm glad people are finally turning against the scene. Because, that was the thing. Oh, the rule of cool, it doesn't matter that it's nonsense. It was pretty to look at.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. It's great. It doesn't matter that she couldn't find the symbol on a map for 1,000 years. Didn't matter.
Orcs were smarter than Galadriel.
Yeah, it didn't matter that that the elves in their towers or watchtowers didn't see them digging like 100 miles worth of trenches and ditches.
Gravity-defying trenches.
So there you go. Okay, we're not including the major Elven Rings retcon, putting the Elven Rings first instead of last. We were told, shut up, it's cool. Jed, with only 3 to go after this, 7 out of 10 so far. We said all these things were criticized for years, weren't we? Every single one.
Every single one of these. I'm guessing Gandalf or Wizards in the Second Age might be one of the last 3. Something Gandalf related, I imagine, will be there.
Don't be smart and have an intelligent mind. Yeah, don't do that. You're ruining my fun. The Orc Rebellion made Sauron look weak. Yeah, we said this is having the orcs not serving Sauron, having Adar be a rebellion. It was dumb. It was
Adar's
stupid.
done more villainous things in the show than Sauron.
Yeah,
Sauron's just been around most of the time.
It's not his fault, Jed. If Galadriel just loved him, he wouldn't have become evil. Okay,
yeah, he's just evil incel.
Yeah. And there it is. Breaking canon by inserting Gandalf into the story. He's not whole of season 1, he's not Gandalf. He's not going to be Gandalf. Season 2. Are you a grand elf?
It was so bad. I
Back
love
to the
how
writing.
they were so mad at us for saying that he was Gandalf in the first season.
Yeah.
Now they went very quiet.
They will call me Gandalf, won't they? So again, shut up. It's cool. Doesn't matter. No, the wizards did not land until after the Second Age. So, and then number one, making a show about Middle Earth without a key source, without the rights. Jed, what was the very first thing we all said when this was announced? You can't write a series on 110 pages of appendices. You can't do it. We were told, shut up. Shut up. Let them cook. Let them cook.
Yeah, their source material consisted of 50 pages of appendices that they were using.
Yeah. I mean, so this, because they didn't do anything with the first stage. They did nothing because they couldn't, because they didn't have the right to it. So this was the original complaint. You can't make this show because you don't have the source material. But it was said, no, they can work with it. Let them write something original. It'll be respectful. But we just literally all 10 of these things. We said all these things, and for years we're told you don't like this because you don't like black elves. You don't like Galadriel being a strong, powerful Whammons. You don't like this stuff. Oh, don't you like it that somebody's gay over here or some shit like that? That's all we were told. Well, does this to you scream they're canceling this shit after season 3? It screams to me that they're doing that.
Yeah, they're not paying the Access Media has changed its mind.
Yeah. They're not going to carry the water anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They know that somebody knows there's an escape hatch clause for a payout to ditch the remaining 2 seasons after season 3.
I love that people are saying that this is Elon's fault.
What?
That taxpayers aren't paying Access Media to prop up diverse stories anymore.
USAID, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.